good morning. Yeah, on the camera it actually looks brighter outside than it is. But I'm a little bit later leaving than I normally am. But I'll be getting there in time still, no problem. But here we go, week 3. First time I've gotten to say that. Week 3, day 1, Monday. Road week. So we get to go out onto the road and look out, public, here we come. Our truck is thoroughly decorated with the sign student driver. So, you know, I've seen them out there before. Usually right there at the exit on I-20 where the school is. Or you know, anywhere from that intersection closer to the school is where I've noticed the student driver trucks before. And so looking forward to getting out there, testing it out. Man, this is going to be exciting. Sorry I didn't do a video for Saturday. I do have a clip for Saturday, a clip of my fellow manual driver on the sim. Kind of give you an idea of what that looked like. So I'll put that in. I'll interject that clip after this intro morning drive video part of week 3, day 1. So yeah, Saturday was pretty much boring. So Saturdays are, in the typical rotation, 3 things going on Saturday. You have week 1 drivers that are just finishing with the classroom that week, and Saturday is their introduction to the yard. And so manual drivers in the classroom come out, like I've shown before, and they get out in the truck for the first time, start practicing forward stop and straight line backing. Well, so they had, you know, the guy from the classroom and his, you know, introduction to the yard, and so he had that manual truck. And then I thought we were going into the manual truck on the road to practice maneuvers down there. Incorrect. The people who were on the road week last week were using the manual truck to practice their maneuvers to get ready for their test coming up, which is either today or tomorrow, or I think maybe somebody said Wednesday for their test. So that manual truck was being used up. So, and the day cabs too. Because, no, well, maybe they were using the day cab too, because they just couldn't all drive the manual at the same time. So they practiced the day cab because it's, I don't know why they would want to, because it's different than the sleeper. But there you go. So yeah, we were relegated to jumping into one of the automatics on the yard and practicing the maneuvers again, even though we just passed them. So we did it. Jumped into one of the automatics. I jumped into the International again, which is what I'd been in before when I wanted to just jump into something instead of waiting. Because really the maneuver for forward stop and straight line backing, at the very least, there's not much skill to be gleaned from either using a manual or automatic. So I just went ahead and jumped in the automatic for that time, and did so again on Saturday. So that's all we did. We did go ahead and finish up the simulator, though. Finish up all of the lessons that we needed to on the simulator. That's what I have a clip of later that I'm going to show you after this. So yeah, we finished the simulator stuff and got all that stuff checked off the box. And that's basically it. So Here we go, week 3, day 1, road week. Check you later. Here's that clip of the simulator. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, if any of y'all have to go to the bathroom.
Hello, good people. And welcome to the end of week 3, day 1. This was an awesome day. Today was the first day of road week, so we started off with, got to do a pre-trip. So we did a pre-trip on the truck. Next, we got in the truck, and it was the 3 of us in the manual truck with the instructor. After a little bit of initial, what are we going to do, because one of the trucks was down, and it was supposed to be the test truck, and didn't know if we could use our manual truck because they might have needed it for the test. But we wound up, go ahead and take it out. They just rescheduled the guy doing the test, which sucks for that guy. Or girl, I don't know. Anyway, we got in the truck, and the instructor drove us around, give us a little idea of the kind of roads we would be getting on, things to look for, things to pay attention to, crossing railroad tracks, paying attention to signs, because sometimes the examiner will be like, what's the last sign you saw? So you got to pay attention, because he's going to pick a sign and he's going to remember it, and then he's going to say, what's the last sign you saw? And you hope that you say the last one you saw, because that'll be the one he's looking for. Otherwise you lose a point or 2 or however many it is. So he took us around, and then took us back, took us to the took us back to the Georgia Horse Park, Georgia Centennial Horse Park, I think it's called. It's where the Olympic equestrian events were held, and it's a great place for learning how to shift. That was how our introduction to the day was to, after the road demonstration, basically, I guess you'd call it, was to learn how to shift that truck and do it in a relatively safer place. And that was nice there, because it's a nice big road loop that you can drive on. And we did that. Each of us did 3 loops. First, we just started the truck and shifted just using the engine idle. Not using the gas pedal at all, just engine idle, and you could go all the way up to 6th gear on engine idle on a fairly flat surface, slight incline, but we were able to do it. So after that was done, and he was impressed with us, said, hey, y'all got a good feel for the clutch, y'all are doing a good job downshifting. That's tough. I mean, it's already double clutching, but you got to double clutch, rev it, then find and get it in the gear, and it's tough to pick that up. It's hard, but I started to get a feel for it. Started to get good at it. Felt good. Still missing it every once in a while, but generally getting better. Then since we were doing good on that, he decided to take us out on the main road that leads to the park. This is a road that's got actual public traffic on it. I mean, there was a couple of cars coming in and out of the park, but not much. So we were relatively on our free to, not have to worry about traffic inside the park. But we got out on the road that's outside the park, which is still pretty easy, because that road is not very busy. There's not much on that road except at the beginning of the road for there's an apartment complex and another couple of roads that come off of it, but it's just not very heavily traveled. So a good road to get out on for your first time with traffic. So you get a little bit of traffic to look out for, get out there, not mess up the gears, but it's a 4-lane road with a divider in the middle, so it's nice. You got some room. You can slow down to practice your downshifting and not have to worry about holding up traffic because they can get around you. And he had us do 2 loops on this, on this road where you could do a cut across the median and then start heading back. And then on my second trip on the way back from that, he's like, "You ready?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." And he's like, "All right, make this right turn." That was going to take us on a different road, not back to the horse park. That was going to take us on another road that went out. And I'm like, he took us on it before, so it wasn't unknown. But I was surprised. He was like, "Here we go. This is, out on the road now." So we did it, and I did the route he was telling us to do, and I did a good job. It was nerve-wracking because it's like driving again for the first time, except on another level. Especially on that road. That road is narrow. Man, it's a narrow road. So you like, woo! You're not feeling like you got any room to maneuver. But I followed the directions and paid attention, and I did not embarrass the family like my grandmother always told us not to do. So yeah, it was a great day. And then later in the afternoon, we came back and we got practice in on our end cab inspection. So I got a video of that, but I don't believe I could share it because it wasn't a video of me. But he had us record him and doing the end cab inspection, and then we all did a turn at doing it, which has your air brake test and other instrumentation test, parking brake test, tug test, what we call it. So all of that, got to practice that, and I wound up being a full day. It was awesome, and it's such a beautiful, gorgeous day today too. Chilly, mid-60s for the high. A little chilly this morning, but man, I love it. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the air ride seat on that truck too. Woo, man, that's nice. You just float. I mean, float on it. I mean, until you experience what it's like to actually drive a truck that has air ride seat, and oh man, you just don't know. But looking forward to tomorrow, day 2. Get back out on the road and do more of it. Here we go. Here we are walking down the hill. First time walking down here to this pad. Normally I've been up there. You barely see the trucks up there, but you can see them. Here we go. This walkway. Oh man. All right, here we go. Road week.